Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Come on in, come on in. We're gonna get started. It is another great Friday night. We missed last Friday, but I did say that we would. I was attending a conference, so we weren't here, and we missed you guys. But come on in tonight with Faith Shares Real Wisdom. And I'm coming in just to share a few things, to have a little conversation. Not sure if we'll go the whole hour, but just come on in the room. Come on in the room. Let me know you're here. Um, it's been an adventure on this end because we had different things going on. We had uh, Debbie making her little way around. So coming up from Florida and all those other great places, but we're good. You got parts of South Carolina that was hit pretty bad, but we thank God for lives being spared. Hi, Vern. Glad for you to be on, coming in on tonight. I hope you had a great week. Know that you worked all week, but come on in the room. Our topic tonight is Hey, husband. Thank you for coming in, taking the time to come in with your busy schedule, but I'm glad you um, came in. And we have some others that should be coming in the room or those that are joining on YouTube. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Those that are joining on Facebook that's not coming in the room, it's okay. Welcome, welcome. I'm glad that you are taking the time. Hey, Cherie, I'm glad to see you, girl. Um, Praying for you, but glad to see you. Just coming. I really appreciate everybody who takes the time to come in, either when we're live or even when we're not live. I'm hearing from so many people that, of course, I don't see, but they let me know that they have been listening to the sessions, some on YouTube and others on Facebook. I really do. Honor you and appreciate you because you do not have to take time out of your schedule, whether it's busy or whether you're relaxing, but just the idea that you will come in the room or hear what the wisdom that I am sharing. And for some that don't believe is wisdom, I appreciate you too. I appreciate everybody from every side and every angle. For this, I am grateful. But for sure, I will not get on with foolishness. Hey, BFF, um, girl, I don't know if you in town or not, but glad to see you and praying for your strength. But I love it, what's going on in your life. We are so excited of the time that we're in, even though it's an interesting time. We want to talk about how powerful are your words. Hey, Dr. Gatson, good to see you all tonight. I am so excited, but I've been having coaching sessions. I've been talking to several people, and one of the things is I need you to operate out of what is within you. This is one of the things you need to understand. Any good coach will tell you that you have to put the work in. Hey, Debbie, PB, you are the one that has to put the work in. So no matter who I'm talking to, who I am coaching, who I am encouraging, it's still end up what are you willing to do? Are you willing to put in the work to change the situation, or as I would say, to make everything better for you? Because we concentrate so much on making things great and better for others, But what are you willing to do to make it better for you so that when you come, the better you always shows up? And it's so much easier to help others. But we don't get right to it tonight. It was like, how powerful are your words? I really need you to ask yourself this question, and I need you to really, really, really be honest with yourself. How powerful are your words? Because I need you to understand and think on tonight, okay, how powerful are my words? And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give you how powerful is what you actually create. What you produce is showing the power that you have. So we will say what you produce or what you don't produce, because we know it is in the scriptures that life and death is in the power of the tongue. And I always say this to everyone: it is not my tongue, it's your tongue. Hey, Pastor T, it is your tongue. Life and death is in the power of your tongue. So, how powerful are your words? Because we know what power, the ability, the capability, the capacity to produce, to have influence um, of something, creativity. All of this are in your words. Hey, Duchess, all of this is in your words. So, how powerful are your words? You know, a lot of times it is so easy for people to be willing or to want to show their authority or their power when it comes to others. But tonight we're talking about you, not others. I'm not talking about how powerful are my words when it comes to Tara. How powerful is Faith words when it comes to Pastor T or Dr. Gasson? No. How powerful are your words when it comes to you? Having an influence over others, hey, that's good, but how much influence do you have over you? How powerful is your words? Are you creating or are you killing? Hi, Virginia. Are you creating or are you killing? Because your words have power. And in the faith tips on today, this evening, that was sent out, I gave tips, but you have to subscribe in order to get the faith tips. So it's on there. So all you got to do is go to my web page and subscribe, and you can get the tips. I talked about speaking in faith. I talk about rejecting negative thoughts, to reject negative thoughts, surrounding yourself around life givers. This is all important. Surrounding yourself around life givers, not life takers, not dream killers, but life givers. Um, and pray before you speak. All of that's in the faith tips this week. So if you want to get those tips, just go and subscribe, and we will send you that email once you subscribe and put your email in. But that was one of the things we did this evening about the tips. How powerful are your words? Are you saying positive words because somebody else said it, and then you turn around and kill what you just said by a negative? You put a negative word on there, which is going to come out negative. It's not going to come out positive. Once you say, "Oh, well, I'm gonna say this," you say, "Let me give you an example. Um, I am going to have a great day." You get, I am going to have a great day. I decree and declare I will have a great day today. And it's not even literally, not 30 minutes later. You're like, oh God, I just feel it's not going to work. My day is already going wrong. Well, the power that showed up in that was the negative. You just, what you spoke life into, you just killed it. Nobody else came in the room and did it. You did it yourself. You did it. When you say, I am going to be debt free, and then you turn around and say, I'm never going to get rid of this debt. You killed it. Nobody else did it. Because life and death is in the power in your mouth, your tongue, not mine. Mine works for me. What are you producing? You can say things in because um, um, scripture is gonna come to me. It says, I have given you the power, the power. I have given you the power to get wealth. Okay. If you believe that and you speak that, there, and when the thing about having that power, you have the ability to act on that. When your words have power, it's usually action behind it every time. Whether you think about it or not, there's usually going to be some type of action. I can say, oh, I have the power to get wealth. And then I can turn around and lay in the bed all day. So I said I had it, but I killed it with my actions. What I said, I don't feel like getting them. I don't want to do this. I just want somebody to bring it to me. He said, I have given you. He didn't say, I have given you to tell 10 people that bring me all my wealth. There is an active part in it. When you say, I'm going to go back to school. I am going back to school. I'm going to get this degree because this is what I want. So I declare and decree that I will have my master's degree in 2 years without any delays, no frustration, all that kind of stuff. You speaking this, it's going to be, my way is going to be made easy. Now I'm going to use my words. My way will be made easy. I will not be frustrated. Everything that would try to hinder me, I cancel it now. Now I'm using the power that I already have, where I am speaking for myself over my life. Here comes, let me give you an example. Now I'm saying I'm going to go back. I'm going to get it in 2 years. No delays, no frustration, nothing blocking the way, because it don't always have to be, it don't always have to come. That's something we always grew up with. You can speak this if he's giving you the power. And what you do, you get up, you go. Then you run or you get on the phone. You get on the phone instead of calling the school. You get on the phone, and I said, hey, Caroline, I am going back to school. I'm going to get my master's and this and that. And here comes Caroline on the other line, on the other end of the line. Girl, I don't think you want to do that. Good luck to you. It was complicated. It was hard. And you know this and that. And when are you going to have the time? When are you going to do this and that? And I'm still listening to her. But I had just spoke life into my future. But I got her on the phone. And nothing she's saying is positive. And just going. And then I hang up from Caroline and go, you know what? She right. Maybe I don't need to go back because it's going to be too hard. I got too much on my plate. I killed it. I killed it by what I allowed. What I allowed, because the power is in it is in me. Is in me, is in my mouth, is in my mind, is all over me. But when I was speaking, then I turn around, call somebody, and I'm telling them what I was speaking and saying, and she's giving me all of this, and Kelly, and girl, you know this is an example, right? You already know. But I get all this negative thoughts. Then I turn around with my mouth and kill what I just spoke life into. This is why you need to be around people that are life givers, like-minded. But when it comes to speaking, you have to know if I say this, I have the ability, because for all us Bible believers, if he said, I have given you the power to get means you got to go for it. You have to do something. You must take action. It's not like he didn't say, I'm gonna let you say abracadabra and it's there. Or we all would have been saying it. He didn't say, he said to get wealth. I have given you the ability, the capability. I have placed this in you. So when I say, or when you say, oh, I want this, but I don't see no way of it happening, well, you killed it. If you can't see you having wealth and you turn around, you say, I want it. And then you say, I can't see me having that kind of money. It's not going to come from me. You killed it. It ain't no such thing as bad luck. Don't nobody want me to get there. You did that. Hi, Mother Sylvia Pons. You did that. Nobody has that much power. Oh, let me help somebody while I'm helping myself. Nobody has that much power over you to make you fail or to make you not get the dreams or the goals you have set. If you spoke it, you need to take action. If you believe it, you need to take action. If you have faith, you have to take action. There's no way you can have faith and don't take action. There is no way. You don't have, and all you Bible readers is on here, I know. Ain't nowhere in the Bible you gonna tell me you have faith and don't take action. That's just a lie. That's not happening. You can never say, I have faith and sit on it. Tell somebody to get up, because you can't sit on it. You can't sit on faith. You can't sit on faith. How powerful is your words? If you're saying it, you can't sit on it. And why you can't sit on it? Because let me tell y'all something. God is something else. He has the nerve to say it in that book that we read. For without faith, yeah, not Faith Washington, but without faith, it is impossible. It is impossible. Listen, it is impossible to please me. So what he said was, if you said you have it, okay, you under mine. But if you not taking any active measure, you ain't got it. You don't have it. Who you think you're talking to? I am the one that knows all in everything. I know the hairs on your head. You talk a good game, but you ain't walking nothing. Somebody said, "Ooh, now y'all. Let me just take a little quick fan." He said, the guy said, I don't want y'all to get the he mixed up or messed up and think I'm talking about somebody else. My Father God said, oh, without faith, let me see. It is impossible. If you don't have faith, it is impossible to please me. I don't care how many people pat you on your back and say, it's okay, this and that. He said it's impossible to please him if you don't have faith. Oh, why did he say, oh, come on, Coach Faith. Now you getting a little like you trying to tell us something. I'm telling you. He said it's impossible to please him without faith. Why can't he say that? Because he said to all men, I have given a measure of faith. So he has given every last one of us a measure of faith. So what he's saying, you ain't doing crap cakes with what I gave you. Crap cakes. Nothing. This is Coach Faith speaking. At all. I have given every last one of you a measure. So if you say, well, I don't have the faith, no, I gave it to you. So who you think you're talking to? He said, he wouldn't put you in a place of not being able to please him if he didn't already deliver what he asked him for. I felt that in my finger. Because he's a just God. Let me talk to the church people, because we like to get real deep. He would have never given you something or not given it to you and then say that, oh, okay, it's impossible to please me if you don't have this. He can say it because he already gave it to you. Your faith don't have to be as big as mine, but you got a measure of it. How about that? You got a measure of it. Are you active? Because what he's saying, are you working what I gave you? Instead of coming to me for more of something that I've given you enough to change your whole entire life. I have even set it up to let you know what your life looks like. Oh my God. Come on, Coach Faith. Stay in the coach zone. I have given you enough. The measure that I have given you is life changing. It will change your whole entire world if you are active, if you are a willing participant. I've given you enough. What you need is what I gave. I'm going to stay in the coach zone. I'm trying, Debbie. I'm trying. What I've given you, the measure that I have given you, was all you needed to change your entire world, your whole life. So, Coach Faith, I still go by the book too. Listen, we got to come up. We just got to come up. I have given you all what he have given. He gave Virginia a measure. He gave Apostle Betty, God bless you, my sister. He gave Caroline and whoever else on here. He has given every last one of us a measure. What the problem is, instead of you using your measure, instead of you being active in doing what he needs you to do, you looking at somebody else's. Don't look at my faith level or the faith that you think I have. I have given each one of you a measure. I've given you what you needed. What he gave Betty Odom, he gave Faith Washington something else. What he gave Washington George, he gave Debbie. But what he said, I am just, I am fair. I know what you needed. I know exactly, I measured right. It ain't he didn't give me enough. He gave you more than enough. Tell me when you ever seen our Heavenly Father. I'm talking to I'm talking to the church folks now. Tell me when he ever didn't give you enough. Everything is overflow, is abundance. Whenever he does it, he gives you more than enough. More than enough. So being that I have given you that measure, what you doing with it? Because it is impossible to come up in my face and think that I don't know, I'm sorry. I ain't sorry. Lottie said, I ain't sorry. That one, it just came out. It came out. Because what he's saying is, get to moving, get to stepping, get, as I often say, at our ministry, you're going to do more than jump, run, and split. Okay. When he said, I have given you all a measure to get well, if you start saying, I want to be broke, that's on you. That's not what he gave you. What you're saying is, I am not willing to do anything different to get my promised life. Let me tell y'all something. Everything God is ever going to do for you is already done. Everything. Healing. As someone told me, everything you need is in your house when it comes to healing. Now, they were talking directly to me. Actually, it was my brother. He's like, I've been in your house. I've seen it. Everything. Now, you are the one responsible for using it. And I'm like, yes. True, because you know how we want people to just take up their time praying for us for something that we can do. That now that's not my portion. I don't ask nobody to pray for me if a pain hit me because I ate cake, because I ate the cake. So I know that my body's gonna act how it's gonna act towards it. It was not just and it's never a slice of cake. It's just the abundance of whatever I'm not supposed to have. You know, I'm not the only one, but see, I can tell you, you know, the story. Y'all want everybody else to just stop what they doing. No, do right. He's giving you a measure. Everything you need, he has given you the ability to get. Everything you need, he has given you the ability to get. How powerful are your words? Do your words walk? Do your words activate? Are your words, oh my goodness, are your words producing and creating? And let me tell you something. If your words are not, you the kind of people who get mad at somebody who words is working, who faith is working, who's working their faith, who is busy in their life, and it's showing up. It's showing that they active. It's showing that they are a willing participant in their own miracle. It's showing up. So you the one that talk about those people. You the one that get upset with them. You the one that get upset if you have a true man or woman of God and be like, you can have this and you can do this. Go get it. He said this. No. See, you don't want to be upset because you want them to say, I'm going to write you the check. No, write your own check. Get yourself in a position. Do whatever. If it's step 1 through 12, do step 1 through 12. But start with 1 and then go to 2. Because this tonight, I'm going to tell you, you have power, but you keep killing it. You keep unplugging from the source. Instead of you saying plug up to the source, you keep unplugging from the source. And this is why you don't do it. I don't have no energy. Why don't you have no energy? Because what are you putting inside of your temple that's just zapping you of your energy? Now look at me jumping on myself tonight. But jump, coach, jump, coach. Listen, what am I putting in my body that's zapping all my energy out, making me where I can't hardly get anything done? Come on, y'all. Let's be real. See, how powerful are your words? Listen, I have a friend, and we would say things to each other. We would talk and say things years ago. But when we do talk, we have to be honest and truthful. You know, we could have been so further along if we would have did this. And I don't want to I don't want to have Bible study because my husband will have us read that scripture in a minute. See, all this could have happened if you would have had listened a long time ago. Gassing, you know which one it is. If you would have listened, you would have already had this and done this. No, instead of speaking life, we like to speak excuses. You speak an excuse before you speak life. Now, make sense out of that. You'll speak an excuse, but you won't even attempt. You have an excuse, the first thing on the list. The first thing on the list. Let's go to something like health. Let's go to health. Just come on. I'll bring y'all in my living room. Health. Okay, you know what you got to do. Instead, I'll be like, oh, and those that know me say, thou lied again. Now lie. And my husband said, why you say that? I said, because if you keep saying that, you ain't doing ain't nothing but a lie. You keep lying to yourself that you're gonna go exercise, and I pray none of y'all like me got a whole gym in the house. I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna go do that. When he said, I've given you everything that's necessary, even y'all in the physical, is here. It's here. Some of you will have Some of you will go to the store, buy the fruits and the vegetables, and let them rot because you in the sugar container. They're like, oh Lord, this apple. You didn't even try to get that apple. All you did was buy it out the store. You got that lettuce, you got all these. They rotten, but I bet that candy ain't rotten, that cookie ain't rotten. Oh, let me help somebody. It first thing you do is meet yourself at your truth. I have given you the power. Life and death is in the power of your tongue. Your tongue. Our excuse is nobody don't want to see me grow. You the one that got to grow. You ain't got time for the audience. You got to grow. You have to speak this thing. I want to buy a house, but I can't see it happening. Well, you killed it, so you won't buy a house. Because you just said, I want to buy a house, but I can't see it happening. So you couldn't decree or declare. Isn't it amazing? I need y'all to know that death has no problem coming out of your mouth. Negative things have no problem coming out of your mouth. It's amazing. You need to think before you speak things. I will catch myself and say, don't say it. And my husband will even laugh. And he'll say, what? I said, oh no, I told myself don't say it. He said, okay, if you say don't say it. I said, listen, if I say don't say it, I ain't gonna say it. Because let me tell you, y'all even know when death about to come out your mouth. Y'all know when y'all about to cancel something, but you put an excuse on why you canceling, but you're not saying you're canceling. You're trying to say you're delaying. Well, hey, if you want your good life delayed, that's on you. Speak it, speak it. If that's the ability you have to have a delayed life, that's on you. But for those of you that want to accelerate right now, you better start speaking life. And after you speak it, take action. Right? I don't know what I'm going to write it down. What am I going to do in the morning? How am I going to start? Where am I going to start? What I'm not going to do is start where I always been starting. What I'm not going to do is let this be another regular Saturday. No, that's what I'm not going to do, because I don't have the excuse no more, because Coach Faith got all in my business and said, but it's in the word, so you already knew, but I'm just coming as a reminder, said he has given us all a measure of faith. So you always know this, he's just and he's sovereign. So for you to say, you can't even say it, but I'm gonna help you for those who had the excuse and think they could say it. If he said it's impossible to please me without faith, he told you that because he's giving you faith. He's giving you a measure. Whether you sit down and look at that thing and say, okay, because what you're trying to do is convince yourself and make up more excuses why your life is not changing daily. Why you're making up excuses why I'm not getting ahead. When he said, I'll make you, oh Lord, above and not beneath. I'll make you the head and not the tail. Y'all come on now. Come. I'm not talking Greek and I'm not talking Spanish. This is just straight English and word. He said what he'll do, but he also requires something from you. So now, in order to please him, you must have faith, but it must be active. Gather all your funeral goers and all of that, to comfort all your comforters, to comfort you while you ain't doing nothing and try to make you feel good about and make you feel guiltless about you not doing nothing. I'm telling you tonight, you should be full of guilt because it is you. You got all these people that it's okay. Your day is now. Your day is now. Want everybody to pat you on your shoulder, telling you that it's okay. God understands. He understands that he gave you a measure of faith. He understands that it's impossible to please him when he sees you dishonoring what he gave you, when he sees you being lazy and slack on what he gave you, when he sees you folding of the hands. A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands will lead you to poverty. It lets you know what's going to happen. He understands, all right. He understands that you're not honoring him because you are not actively participating in that which he has given you, with that he has provided so that you can meet every road, every sign, every light of your destiny, so you can enjoy life, the life that he has purpose and given you. Every promise. You can sit there and listen to them people talking about it's okay, just pray. You gotta get up from praying and do something. You can pray day and night, but you still got to be active. Am I raising my voice? Well, I don't apologize. You still got to be active. You can stay on your knees till they turn dusty, turn black, but you got to get up and do something. You got to be active in this. You, in your own life, you the one that got to turn your life around, because he has already given you everything you need to do it. And you just keep pulling up these excuses and pulling more excuses and getting with a room full of excusers with excuses. So everybody can say, it's okay, it's all right, it's gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen if you don't do nothing. No, it's not. It's not gonna happen if you don't do nothing. Yes, sometimes the coach gets excited, but I'm just gonna tell you the truth. I don't have time to be lying to people and folks saying this all right. Let me tell you something. Even if you're homeless and don't want to be on the street, and somebody say, okay, this is what you need to do, there are still steps to get from being homeless. But you can't sit there. If you sit there and all you want to do is beg and get sympathy, that's all you'll get is sympathy. But when you say, okay, I got to make a change. So when I collect this $100 today, because I'm out here, I'm going to have to say, I'm going to have to try to find somebody I can talk to that can tell me how I can move from this place to another. I'm not going to just sit out here all day in the heat and get $100 and head to the Red Dot store. Oh, come on. This is for everybody. Whatever level you on, you can come from it. You can move up. Whatever floor you on, you can move up. If you're in the basement, let's get to the first floor. If you're on the 15th floor, let's get to the 25th floor. But come on, we're going to stop this. He says, I have given you the ability, the capability. You have the capacity to get everything I promise you. Stop looking and stop saying, I'm calling out to you, God. I'm calling out. And he's saying, calling me for what? I already gave it to you. Why are you calling me? Why are you calling me, Darlene? Why are you calling me? Pumpkin, why are you calling me? Caroline? Well, y'all explain to me why you calling me. You said, well, God, I just need your help. He said, I already helped you. I need you to activate the help that was given. Yeah, that part. Activate. How powerful are your words? And not just your words, how powerful are you? We talk about the greater. I'm still trying to stay in coach zone, but it seems like I keep shifting out. But anyway, what he says, and y'all know people like to get fancy words or whatever words, and then you have those people that think they have arrived. But I got news for them: you ain't arrived yet, because baby, something will hit and make you know you ain't arrived. You ain't arrived. You got some work to do too. I don't care what level you are on. You can always go higher. It's always more. There is always more wherever you are. But let me tell you something. I know very few people, and I mean very few, who God has blessed with great finances and great possessions that are willing to help other people. But I know a whole lot of people who have all of it and try to make it look like, okay, I am the blessed of God. Baby, I got news for you. We are the blessed of God because we still breathing on this earth. But it's funny how you can talk up here, but you ain't trying to help nobody down there. I can count the people that I literally know personally that's there, not acting like they did, but actually that's there. I can count them on one hand and have some fingers left that literally care for people and not what they just can get out of the people. Because I need y'all to understand. Who was it? Was it Robin Hood that was robbing the people? I can't remember all these stories, but I think Robin Hood might have been one of them. Y'all tell me who's go around always trying to rob the people and stuff. We got a lot of them people around now. We got a lot of leaders like that. Just robbing the people. Just robbing the people. Not saying what the word says, but robbing. He's giving them. Let them know. No. God has given you something. When I pray and you pray, and we can all go into church and we can lay prostrate, eat the carpet. But honey, let me tell you, you got to get up off the carpet and get to work. You're going to have to do something. Because if you show me where he says you don't have to do nothing, as people would say, nothing, and you can live your greatest life. If that was the case, there would be a whole lot of people I know running around here happy. If he would tell you, oh, well, I don't want Robin Hood then because he robbed the rich to give to the poor. These people rob the poor to give to themselves to be rich. Thank you, Duchess. So it ain't him, y'all. It ain't him. So maybe I'm just talking about these folks that's doing it. It ain't one of them. Because I don't see these people. No. So thank you, Duchess. Because thank you for that one. It ain't Robin Hood, y'all, because Robin Hood robbed the rich to give to the poor. That is not what's going on. But anyway, I'm talking about the power that's in you. You working that. He has already given you faith. All right. So he's giving you the faith. He said, is it impossible to please him without faith? And if you have faith, you have to show some works. If you don't show any works, you don't have faith. It's dead. It's doing nothing. It is alone. There's nothing there. It's just lay back, and sleeping on whatever I can sleep on because I'm not doing anything. How powerful are you? You know, everybody want to quicken and say, I felt the Holy Ghost, but where was you this thing can't be one-sided now. It got to be the full circle, the whole man. As we said, the ministry for the whole man, not just one part, not just the look good part, not the part to be like, oh, I'm about to buy a Rolls Royce. So what? Who cares? What are you doing? There are people who can afford a Honda trying to prove something to somebody. No, he said, and I say he said, but when the word is in you, is in there. He maketh rich and addeth no sorrow to it. He maketh rich. Where my apostle Betty? He maketh rich and addeth no sorrow to it. Which that means, if it's a struggle, did he add it or did you add it? Okay. You ain't kill that. Don't go on that lot and buy that car you can't afford. You ain't kill that. Or you just bring all kind of life to death. No, that's not it. How powerful are your words? Are you getting up and then once you say it, you find yourself working towards it? You're doing something towards it because he said it's impossible to please me without faith. And you saying, God, I love you, Lord, I love you. And see, this is a whole other way. I have to give it away. If I'm telling him I love, he don't want to just hear my words. He want to see by my actions. If I'm telling him how much I love him, that means I am obedient to what he has already said, what he has already provided, and what he's already done. He said, I have given you the capacity. I've given you the ability. I have given you that authority. I have given you that strength. Even when you come to the place of saying you weak, you can look at me and say, oh, now I am made strong in your weakness. Why? Because, oh, you might wear down on some things, but I'm making sure that I supply everything you need to get to what you say you want and you desire. Are there desires? Do you have your desires? Do you know your desires? Are you trying? Or are you just saying, do it for me? And he's going to reply, I've done it for you. Do it for me. His reply, I've done it for you. It is finished. I've done my part. I have given you every tool you need. Whether that tool is a person, whether that tool is my sister, my neighbor, or whoever, I have made it possible. I put everything you need right in front of you. You have to be the active participant. I am not. What else you want me to do? I gave, here we go back to the pastor faith. But anyway, I gave my only son, my Lord. What else? What else y'all want? I gave him, let him went back, left y'all with the power, the ability, and the capacity. You don't have to look, you don't have to be broke because the kingdom is never broke. The kingdom has no lack. Okay, so if you go around saying the kingdom has no lack, the kingdom has no lack, and you have lack, ask yourself, are you in the kingdom or are you just participating in another building? Yeah, Coach Faith, I appreciate all of you coming out. How powerful are your words? How powerful are your words? Because they have power. It is either you're going to speak life or you're going to speak death. You don't have time to be looking at others staying in their house. How have you built your house? Does your house please your Father? That's just a question. It is a question and only you can get the answer. And then for the people who get in the attitudes, like, yeah, she's saying this, but what I'm saying, you can go back and check it with the word. That's what you can do. You get attitudes, but see, we at a time now, yeah, all these things are happening in the world. All these things will be happening in the world because the Bible says it's going to happen. You know, it says that. So y'all don't even have to be all, oh my God, this is, no, it already said it. You believe, see, what we like to do is separate what we want to separate. We know when Faith shares Wisdom Family, we prepare so we don't panic. So we don't have to panic. We don't operate out of fear. But pain and fear is an indicator that something is going on. It's an indicator to let you know. For those that stay there, you can feel the frequency changing. You can feel things happening because it's an indicator. As I learned by watching a movie and talking to my husband, even animals know when something is going wrong. There is something that triggers them. But you know what? We don't want to hear that. We'd be like, I rebuke you, Coach Faith, and I rebuke you back. It's okay. I rebuke you back. But it's an indicator. And see, we don't operate it because we don't have some of us don't have the spirit of fear. That's what the word said. He has not given us the spirit of fear. He did not say fear would never come. Fear doesn't exist. No. He said, I will give you the spirit of fear. So it's an indicator that some things are happening, or because we take things and try to make it so deep. But if I am in a store and I sense danger, or I can look and then a little fear thing comes and it is somebody dangerous around me, I change or move or get others out of the way, because it is a feeling that comes. It's an indicator that something ain't quite right. And for some of us, we would call it discernment, but it's still an indicator. It's an indicator, as pain is an indicator that something is wrong. Something's not going, something is not normal in the body. There's something happening. The same as when a fever comes, it's usually some type of indicator of some type of infection. Do not be infected by doing nothing, because that is a disease that has run rapid. Sitting, speaking life, and killing it in the next couple of minutes. Don't do it. If your word has power. Don't stop killing your dream. Stop killing your destiny. This life, he already had the plans. You are the only ones that can destroy the plans. You can tear them up. People say, oh no, yes you can. Just sit there and do nothing. Because if he said, if it's in the word that without faith, it's impossible to please him. He can say that, because understand this, tonight and for the rest of your life, because you heard it. He has given everyone a measure of faith. And I'm going to tell you who shows up with the most faith. Children. Children faith are much bigger than adults. Oh, because when they believe something, they ask, and they look to receive. They ain't even looking for a no. You tell them no, and they come back and act like you never said no. And they'll come back until it happens. Why? Because not only they have it, they act on it, they believe it. They believe it. And I'm trying to stay with coach because I was about to go to Mark. But listen, how powerful. I need you to use in work the power that is given, the power that is in you. Your words have power. Terry, do not be your own dream killer. And that's it right there, because most of the time, the enemy is the inner you. Your enemy is the inner you. I need you to understand that. Don't worry about your enemy is what are you telling yourself? What are you doing? What are you participating? Are you an active participating? I ain't even going to ask you, are you willing? Because a lot of people are not willing, but yeah. Are you willing? Are you willing to make your life better? Are you willing to live your best life and not just sing a song? Are you willing to make sure you lack nothing? Are you willing to live in the overflow, to live under the open heavens and everything that's great that comes from it? Are you willing? Well, you know you don't have to worry, because you are divinely protected. Because why? I am doing it. I am showing him. I honor him. I love him. Virginia says, speak life, then speak death, then cry about not having a promise fulfilled. You better say that. Rinse, repeat. Now that's called cray-cray. That's what it's called. And that has been going on so long. So if this was free coaching, it's free coaching every Friday that I'm on. You need to understand, change your habits, change your behavior so you can have a different outcome, so you can have a promised outcome. Change your habits. Change what you do and how you do if you want to get from where you are. Look, you don't have to stay stuck. You don't have to be stuck. you're only stuck because you're keeping the same habits and you're hanging out with the same people and they're feeding you more death. You only speak life when you get around, or sometimes you show up. If you have one of those really good ministries and they speak it, and then you turn around before you leave out the building. Isn't it amazing? Am I the only one can't stand when you just you there? It's like, oh, come on, Darlene. Darling, this I get done. And before you can touch the door, you have somebody else going about everything negative that just happened in their past week. As I say, past week, the week has passed. Here's a time for you to have life. Here's a time for you to change your whole world. And you're still turning around and speaking death. Well, if you're not ready, I am. I'm going to pray for you, but I got to proceed. Because you're finding out you are the one he has given the authority to. Not what other people are saying, because they're going to say what they say. Do you think I pay attention to people that are like, I don't know why faith is on there? Because it's my assignment. That's why. Everybody don't have to have a ching ching on their thing. It's an assignment, and I'm going to accomplish it. And when he says it's over, it'll be over. But until then, hey, I am willing to do. But there's other areas we must be willing to do in your own personal life. I want y'all to know that you are powerful, that you do have power, and you have faith. But now I need you to know, if you had dead faith, wake up. It's time. It's time to move. It is time to move. It is time to activate. It is time to take action. That's what time it is. Time to take action. Because listen to me. There's so much that is going on, and there's so much that will be going on. But faith is faith. I told myself, you have to be in a place where you trust me so much. Let me tell you something. If my family had to move to another house and will, we have to know, oh, the same God that allowed us in this one will put us in another one. We don't walk around like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen. This and that. Well, first of all, the Lord's going to let me say it until he said it's time to go, and then I still be feeding people. That part. But we bless the Lord. But activate. Come on, activate. Every last one of us. Are you kingdom dwellers or church goers? That's a whole nother topic for another day, and I won't be Coach Faith that day. Are you kingdom dwellers or church goers? We'll do that on another day. But I love you guys, and I need you to activate. You have power. People will tell you don't. No, you do. Is what you're doing. This right here, that pink device that you have, one of the most powerful things on your body, is what's between, as they would say, what's between your teeth. It's one of the most powerful things you have. Is what's between your teeth, inside of your mouth. Yes, our organs are powerful and all, but it's what we're saying. What we're saying, because even to that, hey, our body, we speak life, we speak healing, everything. And look, there's been times you shouldn't have said nothing. What you shouldn't be saying is death. Then you're speaking it to yourself. That's what makes it so bad. And don't be speaking it to other people, because this is what happens. You reap what you sow. So I speak blessings to everyone. So blessings come back to me. That's why blessings comes back to me because I put them out there. You ain't never got to like me, but it ain't take. I need y'all to understand this. Y'all take this from Coach Faith now. Coach Faith don't mind people not liking her because ain't none of them doing nothing for me. Not a thing. Not even a penny on my water bill. So don't let what people saying and people not liking you and all, don't let none of that bother you. What I need you to do is activate the power that's in you and create and get the things that were promised to you. There's so many. It's in the book, as we would say, it's in the book. Get it. Stop wasting your time thinking about what somebody's saying. It's okay. None of them feed nobody in my house. They don't have, y'all don't have to like me. It's okay. I promise you. I don't miss a meal or anything else because somebody don't like you. They'll be fine. Let them go on. You live the life that was promised to you and nothing less. Stop living beneath your privilege because you sitting there meditating on something that's not bringing you life. Speak life, activate, participate, and you'll have it. Subscribe, and we'll send you the faith tips. Every week, we'll be sending you the faith tips. Those that have contacted me about the journal, I am waiting. I apologize, but I am waiting, and I promise you, the minute I have them, you'll have them. And I thank you for those who did contact me again and said that they understood. And because I said I would send back your money, because though I did not spend it. So, because I am a person of integrity. I'm going to tell you that. So I thank you. I appreciate you. Faith shares real wisdom. Appreciate your time. But go on the site, subscribe, like, share, speak life. Just speak life and not just speak it. Be active in your life. Be active in your own change. Participate in your manifestation because it is here. And I promise you, surround yourself with life givers and not life takers and dream killers. And don't you kill your dream, not another day. Don't you speak any more negative things to yourself. I don't care if you do something, you be like, catch yourself and say, I am brilliant, I am smart. All of these things, you change it. You change the narrative. You make sure, because I understand you've done it so long, but you can change fast. We grabbing all these new habits, all these good habits, all these life-changing habits. Everything that's going to bring us life, that's what we're choosing. Everything that's going to bring us life, that's what we're choosing. So we're going to pray, but make sure when you pray, get up and do something. Don't just pray and just every day, because some of us pray at a ritual. When you pray, it's for change. Life, 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 life. I speak life, prosperity, joy, peace, happiness, healing, and wealth to all of the Faith Shares family and those that that's out of that space. I speak life to you. Nothing but love. You have a great weekend, a good night. Let's pray for those who are getting parts of Hurricane Ernesto, whatever his name is. I know there's one person I thought about, so I was praying for Bermuda. Let's just be prayerful and appreciate life and enjoy it every day. Don't find yourself waking up crabby and nasty and all kind of stuff, just finding something to complain about. Stop it. Don't do that. Too good. He's too good. And too many people are leaving here for you to find yourself out of a place of gratitude. Stay in that place of gratitude and thankfulness. Have a great weekend. I love you all, and you ain't gonna want to do nothing about it because it's not every day you get real love. But I love you. Have a great weekend. God bless.